Okay, so we defeated Ganon, but what now? I mean, the world is mostly destroyed anyway. Maybe we could just take everyone with us and go back in time or something. Or maybe I'm the only one who can do that. Well, you helped a whole lot too. I mean, opened up all those doors for me and stunned him for a bit. So, you know that this isn't a permanent solution by her line there before this. And you're just gonna hand off the problem to the next generation? And even then, I don't think your judgment is pretty good on that. But alright, yeah, sure, why not? So, is that a bad thing? Oh, hey, alright. Couldn't I just go back to the Temple of Time and just do it the old-fashioned way? Or maybe that's part of, like, sealing up the evil, sacred realm, whatever's going on. Well, goodbye! You can keep the flute. What do you mean, the way it's supposed to be? So you could have just sent me back in time from any point, whenever you wanted? Yeah. You are such an idiot. Let's watch the credits roll. Take a look back on our adventure. See how things are holding up now that we've saved the world and all that. I like how they do that during the credits instead of having, hey, here's the celebration, thanks for doing all this good stuff, but yeah, then we'll just have a black screen with credits rolling or something. Yeah, not a whole lot with that, but alright. Well, let's review this particular version of the game compared to the original. For the graphics, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty solid, definitely better than what we got with, like, say, Mario 64 for the DS. I can't really say much about the 3D effect of the game because I never really cared for that with any 3DS I've owned. Although I'm playing this on a 2DS, so none of that really matters anyway. So, I mean, it didn't detract from my enjoyment of the game, and it certainly was a lot smoother than the original version of the game with, like, polygons and all that stuff. So, yeah, that was a pretty good improvement. The camera angles, well, yeah, they pretty much are what they are. Early 3D games, still trying to figure out the camera and how to handle all that stuff, so... But that's alright, it's fine, it's fine. And for the music, I'd also give it an 8 out of 10. Got a lot of nice, memorable tracks, catchy tunes. Nothing that really got me emotional, positively or negatively. I mean, even with all the bad stuff, I don't know, it just didn't really get me sad or anything like that, or anything like, yeah, kick ass, or anything like that. Just, yeah, it was good. Final boss music was pretty cool there too, and ominous. Let's see, for the plot, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty standard plot for Zelda game. Ganon comes doing bad things, we gotta stop him and get all the MacGuffins and all that, but I mean, hey, I'm not expecting, a real plot from a Zelda game either. I mean, that's not what the game's about. It's about all, well, the actual gameplay and puzzle solving and everything like that. But yeah, I'm generally not as favorable towards Zelda games where Ganon is pretty much the main antagonist as far as the plot goes. I generally prefer like the other ones like Link's Awakening or Majora's Mask or the Oracle games. I mean, yeah, Ganon was there and at the very, very end, but he wasn't like around doing a whole lot of stuff. It wasn't really about Ganon. It's just, you know, unexpected final boss fight or whatever. So I didn't really worry about that there. But let's see, for the gameplay, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Definitely much more improved over the original Nintendo 64 version of the game, especially with the gyroscope controls. I mean, I'm generally not a fan of motion controls, but it's just so easy and intuitive to build that into the 3DS like that really made the game much more playable to me, whereas the original version, it took me literal years to actually beat the game because I grew up on, you know, the 2D Zelda games and the action games, and I just was never really good at the 3D games. I mean, I could do like Mario 64 or like a Star Fox 64 or something, but yeah, I'm not very good at the originals there, as far as like a Ocarina of Time, like that or whatever. So overall, I'd give the game an 8 out of 10. Very solid, better than average. Me personally, I would not go so far as to say it's the best, one of the best games of all time, or even the best game in the series, but it is good. I mean, it's not like horrific or bad in any major way or anything like that. I'm just saying, I mean, it was revolutionary for the time. It, you know, changed the series for, well, forever, really, from that. But this LP is not quite over yet, viewers. So, what's happening to this timeline? Is it just gonna go on and everything's okay? Now that Ganon is gone? Or is this like, I don't know. Is it, well, there's probably some alternate timeline, whatever deal going on. Oh, so you just returned me here without having to take the time to walk back or anything, huh? Okay, well, that works. So is anyone else gonna, like, remember what happened? I mean, what's Zelda in this timeline gonna be doing now? We just tell her, hey, yeah, I kicked his ass. It's all good. It's over. Well, goodbye, Navi. I don't need your help anymore. Just don't tattle on me. The end! Gotta have the lens flare there, absolutely. Or whatever's going on. Oh, we still got something else going on. So are you just sneaking in here the same way as before? I mean, what about, you know, the castle tightening security when Ganon dropped on by or something? Maybe we're going back to before all that happened. I don't know. Maybe you should tell yourself in the past, hey, watch your back, or make sure you shut the door behind you on your way in or something. I don't know. What, did you grow up on a barn? Well, not that far off from it. And fade to sepia tones. But alright, okay, so like I was saying, this is not the end of the LP, not by a long shot, because after you complete the original quest of the game, well, there's the Master Quest that you can partake. It's kind of like a second quest to the game, like Zelda 1. The main differences are that Link receives double damage from, I would imagine, anything. The overworld is mirrored, so like anything that was on the right, it's on the left and all that stuff. And the dungeons are completely overhauled, totally different. I mean, they're in the same place, but like all the rooms and what's in them and the puzzles and enemy placement, all that's totally different there. However, even though the overworld and dungeon bosses are essentially the same as before, I thought I'd take the opportunity to use a 100% glitchless speedrun route for Master Quest and demonstrate some more advanced strategies than I did in the first quest. I'll still be going for 100% item completion, except for like stuff like the Giant's Knife, because, well, that gets replaced by the big round sword anyway, and I've already shown it off anyway. I'll still be going for 100% dungeon chest collection and 100% dungeon map completion, so you'll still see all the rooms and everything the dungeons have to offer there. In addition to the routing changes that I'm going to be doing, the Master Quest still should be much faster than the first quest for a few reasons that I'll be doing there. First, I will not be talking to all the NPCs all over again, unless it's like required to get an item or advance the plot or whatever. Second, I won't be showing off every single secret that was identical to the first quest, like all those hidden grottos, all the chests that you can get on the overworld. That stuff is basically all the same. It is just mirrored there. So I'm not going to go for every single like 5 rupee chest on the overworld. So I'm only going to get the stuff that I think is needed. And third, I already said about getting all the chests and all that stuff. Now, I do have a couple questions for you guys. After beating the game, if, well, you hadn't done it yet, it would unlock Master Quest there. So you would have access to that at that point. But yeah, I do have a couple questions for you about how to handle the Master Quests for the LP continuing on from here. What do you think about editing out cutscenes in the Master Quest playthrough? I would assume anyone who is watching the Master Quest, you would have either beaten the first quest already, or you have watched my videos of the first quest, and thus you would know the story or whatever either way. I was just thinking like, hey, I could cut out the cutscenes like the Deku Tree talking about, hey, there's all these goddesses and they created the Triforce and all that stuff. No, I could just edit that out. We've done that before. Let's just get to the action there. So, I mean, that's the way I would want to do that. That's what I'm planning on doing, but I thought I'd ask what you guys would want to do first. And also, how strongly would you prefer live commentary instead of post-commentary for the Master Quest? For the first quest, I did the whole thing with live commentary, as with most of my videos. Everything that I was doing, I was commenting on it as I went. So if something unexpected happened, my reaction would be more genuine that way. However, I know many of you noticed in a couple episodes where my voice was giving out because of repeated recording attempts when I'm trying to do really technical stuff, and that's only going to get worse with doing more of a speedrun route in a Master Quest there. So, and yeah, it will probably take me a lot of practice to, get re-familiarize myself with all that. I mean, I have my notes, but still, I haven't done it in a couple months now there. Yeah, even with all the research and practice, it's still really, really hard for me. But, well, then again, if I'm doing post-commentary, I would not be nearly as excited using post-commentary since I've already done it after pulling off a really hard trick like that. So, let me know what you think about that, viewers. But otherwise, yeah, I'll be continuing on with Master Quest here. Some other things I wanted to mention. Let's see, a lot of you guys have been asking about Majora's Mask, and yeah, I am very highly interested in doing that. I have played and beaten the game before, so I'm sure I'll do it eventually. It's just a matter of time. That will not be following this as my next LP, though. I mean, sooner or later, yeah, but just not right now. I have not decided what version of the game to play. If I do play, well, whichever version I end up playing, I will, well, we'll see about what I do when I get there. But, you know, maybe I could play one version as the primary for the LP, and then maybe do, like, some bonus episodes for anything that was significantly changed, like the boss fights and things like that. I mean, I could change some things around. Also, I do have other games that I am working on to prepare for an LP to follow the Master Quest playthrough of Ocarina of Time. I just haven't gotten things quite ready yet for that. I am working on it, and yeah, I just don't want to announce anything yet right now. But yeah, there's still other things coming, viewers, and in the meantime, we've got the Master Quest. Next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.